For those of us of the Vietnam generation who were draft eligible, the Battle of Khe Sanh captured...
I just want to make it clear, Tom, that I was not in that grouping. You said we. I don't want you putting me in that group, pal.
Those of us, and not you.
Yeah, but I didn't. I just wanted to state for the record that I'm not those of us.
Thanks for reminding me. Khe Sanh was a big battle in Vietnam where the U.S. was able to supply surrounded Marines for until they were able to succeed in liberating them. Then fast forward to the Bosnian War, when we'd fly into Sarajevo, on the planes would do a maneuver called a Khe Sahning, where they would come in and dump down to avoid ground fire. I reference these points thinking of what's happening in Mariupol, where it's surrounded. How has the U.S. military progressed since the days of Khe Sanh and through Bosnia to be able to supply, should a case come up where the U.S. military is in a Mariupol situation, are they able to supply them, to relieve them, to provide ammunition?
Are you referring to like airdropping?
I'm referring to whatever possibilities there are. Airdropping is one of them, yeah.
Well, look, the president's been very clear. We are not going to have U.S. forces fighting in Ukraine, and that includes in the skies over Ukraine. And that policy has not changed because of the potential that it could lead to direct armed conflict with Russia.
I wasn't asking about the U.S. in Mariupol. I was citing Mariupol as a reference point. If that happened in the future, has the U.S. changed its way of delivering supplies as it did in Khe Sanh and so forth? In other words, we're talking about the U.S. military capabilities in a situation like
I'm
that.
afraid I am not only not an expert on artillery, I'm not an expert on airdrop supplies and logistics. We can get you in touch with somebody here at the Pentagon who can give you a much deeper dive on how we do resupply from the air. Obviously, we have that capability, but I'm afraid I'm not qualified to offer much on that.
And anybody who looks at you realizes you're not part of the Vietnam generation.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Thank you.
I want to tap your expertise on defense contracting.